You'll never believe what Liz has endured. Now, let's take a look at how she copes with this utterly crazy mockery. The character Sue on TV is becoming increasingly outrageous to the point where she even starts to gossip about their little secrets. I bet you want to know this little secret. Hey, I just want to be myself. How boring. I genuinely thank myself for being real. The sweetheart. What a lively party. Liz couldn't watch it anymore and quickly covered the windows with newspapers to block Sus's face, tumbling into a surreal dream. She was furious and started extracting fluids like crazy. What a ghastly old hag. She completely ignored the consequences, planning to put the other person in permanent sleep, and Sue dozed off for 3 months. With a new boyfriend, and the party was tomorrow. Liz thought everything was going smoothly, but Sue realized Liz's body ran out of fluids. She panicked and rushed to make a call, discovering once the spinal fluid ran out, only waking up the original body could restore it. She used her last bit of strength to wake Liz, feeling like melting, staring at herself in the mirror. She wasn't just aging anymore, she was turning into a monster, quickly dialing the drug company to put an end to it all. The next day, Liz got the antidote, just one shot and shed live, but she hesitated. The party was tonight. Subtitles, she never made up her mind, saying, "I can do this, Mom. I need you because I really hate myself. Get ready, for this is going to be our grand night. Come on, they will love you for a long time." She desperately tried to save Sue, and soon, she spit out a mouthful of old blood, and Sue actually woke up. This was their first time online together. Sue saw the antidote and instantly figured it out, and they both went at it like a wrestling. In the end, Sue personally wrapped up Liz's tale, but there was no time for regrets. The party was about to start. She hurriedly rushed to the venue, but just then, Sue suddenly felt unwell in the dressing room and sprinted to the bathroom. With just a cough, she managed to cough out a tooth. Feeling around, she lost another one. Sue was on the verge of a meltdown, pulling out several teeth by herself. The party was about to start, but in this state, how could she go on stage? At that moment, a terrifying thought crossed her mind. Did she dream of looking better? More beautiful, more perfect. But just then, a knock interrupted her. The boss was here. She brought the shareholders to see their dream, and under the gaze of all those old white men, Sue was quite uncomfortable. She struggled to muster a tears-like smile. After the chit-chat, Sue rushed home to find the leftover activation serum. She tried to spit out a more perfect version of herself, completely ignoring the usage instructions. Sure enough, moments later, a monster split out, and various organs started sprouting all over her body. Particles and Sus's two faces merged together, absolutely terrifying. At this point, the monster had lost its mind, yet she dressed, wore earrings, and stuck particle photos on her face. She rushed to the stage of her dreams. The 9 o'clock live broadcast was starting, and the monster stepped onto the stage step by step in the dark. Then the lights came up, and the photo on her face slipped off, leaving the audience dumbfounded, unable to move. Everyone's breath stopped at that moment. It took a while before people snapped back to reality, and screams filled the air. Her right eye rolled off the edge of the stage, and her left face melted like a wax figure, while that stitched mouth still grinned. This is the timeless truth of Hollywood. As long as the camera is on you, you must keep it classy, even when you're a mess. A torrent of blood gushed out like a high-pressure hose, flooding the entire broadcast whole red. The audience screamed and fled, forced to confront the terrible complicity in this exaggerated sea of red. Next, the monster ran into the street, its body breaking apart and exploding everywhere, leaving only Liz's face behind. She desperately struggled amidst the disarray, slowly reaching the heart shape, gazing at the countless stars in the sky. It was as if she saw the glittering dust fall again, transcending time and space to land on her once more. In reality, that heart shape never belonged to her. She was merely a blood badge hanging above Hollywood. Liz turned to blood, wiped away by a cleaner, as if never existed. The whole story concluded. Curious to know your thoughts, but this year's Oscars were more dramatic than the movie itself. 62-year-old Demi Moore lost to 26-year-old Mickey Madison, mirroring the scene of Liz being replaced by Sue in the film. Though both leading ladies had unique performances, it inevitably raised thoughts about choosing a younger winner being a gesture of political correctness. The film's story wasn't groundbreaking, still the classic tale of selling your soul to the devil, but the visual impact was undoubtedly stunning. Some scenes in the film were quite interesting, like the tribute to Kubrick's The Shining with the cool geometric carpet design, and the shots of making coals in the dark seemed to echo the Squid Game, while the final bloody scene was a true classic, highlighting the boss of the TV station, whose actions left a bad taste reminiscent of the Me Too movement from a few years back. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The fun continues with more hilarious content waiting for you. Let's explore more intriguing stories together. Click subscribe right now.